Where would I start as a nutrition coach if I had to lose 10 pounds, 20 pounds, if I had to start losing fat now? Where would I start? Okay. Now, I have several clients. I work quite a bit in a way, and I don't even call it work because I enjoy what I do. I enjoy the focal point of every specific individuals because we're not all the same. But some of the foundational pieces that you'll use to lose body fat in the beginning are almost the same ones that I'll use. It's the foundational piece. It's not the workout. It's not zone 2, zone 3 working out. It's not HIIT workouts. It's not that. That's not the foundational piece. Working out is great. Getting to the gym, great. If that's what yeah. I mean, most people have the hard time doing that, getting to that point and combining it all. But if I were to start, I would start off by saving this video and forwarding it to somebody that you actually love and care about, and watch it a few times, because I work with, like I said, with quite a few people that need to lose, that want to lose a serious amount of body fat. And I've been down that road myself where I've gone yo-yoed up until like the last 8 years, where I've been pretty consistent with percentages, body fat percentages, because I follow a system that works for me. And plugging you or anybody into that system is the ideal scenario when you build a foundation of nutrition and focus on that. I'm a firm believer for myself. I hate going to the gym for really no purpose, where I'm like, man, I just blew my diet out and I'm going to go chase my diet, or I'm going to go chase what I ate today, right? Or chase what I overate by 7,000 calories or 700 calories today, and I'm like, oh, I'm going to go chase these 700 calories. You know how long it takes to chase 300, 400, 500 calories at the gym, and then you just did all that progress. I hate wasting workouts. I just rather not work out. And I'm saying that lightly. The point here is building the foundation with that nutrition. So using myself as this example, I need 2,750 calories per day. That's pretty much what I eat every single day. I am in a deficit mostly every day because I burn right around 3,250 to, let's say, 3,400 calories per day. Somewhere in that range. It's not perfect. It's not a perfect science every day. I don't sit there and micromanage, and you shouldn't have to. In the beginning, it's okay because you end up building a foundation. And you have these ranges that you stay in without sacrificing your time, your life, your food you love, and just, oh, I can't go and do this with. No, it shouldn't be like that. And it doesn't. Diets don't last like that, or it just doesn't happen most of the time for most of us. But my caloric intake stays at about 2,750. Sometimes it reaches 3,000. Sometimes it goes down to 2,500. It all depends on my workout day, the days that I don't work out, that I just do zone 2. But if I were to start today, for myself, that's the first thing I'd figure out is what my calories need to be and be within a range. And the way to do that is to use the calculator that I have in this video. Use that calculator to figure out what your base calories that you need are, and figure the macros into that. Your macros are your protein, fats, and carbohydrates. That's where I would start. If it took me a week to figure out what my protein should be and start eating those, incorporating those. If I was only eating 50 calories a day, 50 grams a day, I'd push into whether it's protein shakes or something like that, or, an extra few egg whites or an extra chicken breast or whatever that is, vegan, whatever it is that you're eating as for your protein base. Figuring a way to incorporate and getting to your right goal of protein intake. And I always say to stick, if it's a base for me, women 100 to 110 grams per day of protein, and men 150. But I'm not segregating that. I always like going by what your base, what weight you want to be at. So if you weigh 200 pounds and you want to if you want to lose 30 pounds and get to like 170, I would eat 170 grams of protein per day. I would eat 1 gram per pound of body weight of muscle, of that goal weight. All right. So, and I would build my foundation on that protein model. every day, 170 grams of protein for the foreseeable future. And I would stay there. Sometimes I'd be over a little bit, sometimes I'd be under a little bit, but I would never not hit that target or try to hit that target and really focus on that. And then all the other calories fall within reason. Not overdoing the fat. You might build in, let's say, 60, 70, 80 grams of fat calories in there, which could be very good, meaning healthy fats, mostly. I'm not talking about junk food fats. And then building the rest around the actual calories of carbohydrates. And what I mean by carbohydrates, sometimes it shouldn't be all that in carbohydrates. I'd rather have a little bit more protein, move that up to like 100, let's say 190 grams of protein. I know it seems sort of high, then to blow my calories out on carbohydrates that I really don't need, because those can end up being stored. But if you are in a caloric deficit, okay, that can nullify a lot of that. But being in a deficit, you want to make sure that you're getting the protein, so you maintain the muscle. And as you incorporate lifting workouts, like as I would down the road, let's say a week from now, I would start incorporating 2 days a week, where maybe a Tuesday, Thursday, and then maybe on a Sunday, and split it up. But initially, getting the protein right first, getting the fats and carbohydrates to where your foundational diet is set to where you are in a caloric deficit first and foremost. That's where I would start, because the less calories you put in here, the more calories your body's going to burn without even going to the gym, without even doing anything extra, but just living life. So if you need 2,250 calories a day to live, let's say that's what your base calories are, and you go down to 1,750 and your macros are on point, it's going to be a lot of food. It's people, 17. When you have the right amount of protein in there, and you have the right amount of fat and the carbohydrates, and it's semi-whole foods, I'm not saying all of them, but you are in there, you are eating some good food, okay? But you are in a 500 calorie a day deficit. That 500 calories eventually is going to be pulled from somewhere. Guess where it's going to be pulled? It's going to be pulled from that reserve tank that you have, whether it's around your waist, your back, and it's going to start being pulled from there. 500 calories a day adds up to 3,500 calories a week. That's a potential of 1 pound of body fat per week for your body to pull from. That's 4 to 5 pounds per month to pull from. That's a lot of body fat if you are eating less calories than your body's willing to burn. And then you start incorporating that workout in there, meaning let's get to 5,000 steps a day. Zone 2, that's what I would stack this with. Start the following week with zone 2 walking, treadmill, walking on an incline. Seriously, keep it semi-simple. If you want to go do yoga classes and do all that, which is great if you're doing all that, but I'm talking about where to start and add on to things. Add on. And you add on zone 2. Zone 2 walking or working out or that workout, cardio, is where you are able to actually go for a walk and have a conversation with someone. So I like getting on the treadmill. My goal all the time on a treadmill, especially in the morning, is I get on it and I'm at a 3.5 mile per hour on an incline of 5, okay? And I do that for 30 minutes. And that allows me to talk on the phone, talk to anybody around me, and not be winded. But I'm still in a good semi-fat burning zone and normally I'm doing that workout on an empty stomach. I do that first thing in the morning, like within an hour of getting up. I'm taking that 30-minute walk, and that burns quite a few calories on an incline, okay, at 3.5 miles per hour. But that's what I've built up to. Sometimes that incline, I max that thing out to 10 over that 30 minutes. Getting and piling that on, now you're talking about burning an extra, you're getting to, let's say, 5,000, 7,000, 10,000 steps a day. Now you're burning some calories. You may be burning 700 extra calories a day, and now you're talking about 1.5 pounds a week of body fat, right? And you haven't even lifted a weight yet. And I'm not saying that this is perfect, okay? But it's that foundation that you build that is just, it can become very easy. And if you incorporate these things slowly into your life, into your diet, I hate the word diet, because notice I'm saying you should still include some of the food you love. I mean, if you love steak, chicken, whatever, if you're vegan and you love beans, you love the beans, the mixture of beans, rice, and whatever that is, you just build your protein based on that. And the more, most whole food protein tastes pretty good. Whether you're, doesn't matter. If you're a meat eater, meat tastes good. If it just does, right? And if you're vegan, it doesn't, to you, I'm sure most of us, I go vegan 2-3 times a month, and I have some really good recipes for some tofu, some that I actually, and some seitan that I really put in some work on to make it, for tacos and all that, which is great. But that I can really stack protein. But my point is here, and I'm going to leave with this, is building the foundation of protein first and putting yourself in a position in small habitual changes, okay, that lead you away from dysfunctional eating to functional eating. Your protein first, fats included in there second, and carbohydrates third, okay? And eat the food you love. Build that foundation on that food. I'm not talking about fast food. And if you are eating fast food once or twice a week, great. Find a way to trim those down and add, extra protein to that when you're there, right? Take some things out. If you're a burger eater once a week, cut the cheese out, right? Cut that out. Cut and add extra meat or add extra chicken, whatever that is. But and then jumping in the zone 2 the following week, walking and getting to 10,000 steps. Take that and then start working out, lifting weights twice a week, doing resistance training. Maybe not necessarily lifting weights, but I'm just telling you where I would start if I were to start with you. So if you want to start with me and get on, I have some spots open for coaching. And my coaching, you get me one-on-one for 90 days, daily. I'm not talking about check-ins once a week. No, you get those, but you get me one-on-one, and we talk just like I'm talking now, like a normal human being, where we talk about normal stuff when it comes to your life and coaching that, holding you accountable in a soft way that is a great approach to losing body fat and keeping it off and getting your evergreen system for yourself going in a way that will last you a lifetime. Hit the word protein, and I will reach out to you, and we can start a one-on-one conversation and see if we're a fit together. But I got 5-7 spots open. Jump on. Much success to you when it comes to this. Get it done. Thanks. Later.